Hello again, and welcome back to part 2 of this very special edition of the Beth and Lee McCain radio show right here on YouTube. I'm Lee McCain.
And I'm Beth McCain.
And together we discuss the law of attraction, and we answer the questions that you send in. We've been practicing the law of attraction for about 10 years now.
We sure have.
Way before the Secret movie came out. And our whole mission is to kind of bring that...
help everybody along.
Especially, we've been where you're at, so...
That's true.
You know...
So we are now answering part 2 here
of James'
question
from Hawaii. And Beth, I'll go ahead and pick up on it.
Well, we have a couple other points we wanted to make. So I want to discuss one of the points that James made about he feels like his brain is processing too much or something.
And our opinion is that's a good thing.
It really is a good thing, James. What's happening right now is you're learning very quickly, and your brain is remembering what is forgotten when you came into this world.
So you came equipped. We all do.
With the law of attraction.
That's part of it. Just like we came with, 10 fingers, 10 toes, nose, and eyeballs.
That's right.
We also come with this beautiful gift, just another sensibility from the universe in order to have a wonderful, successful life. And I don't know, from kindergarten on, it seems to just be yanked out of us.
Well, we start seeing things, and our perception,
yeah, our perceptions,
and our family and the environment tends to make a difference in how we are believing and how we are thinking, what we are watching on TV.
How much negativity is in the world in general from, the media and just what's occurring in the world at the time.
And so and all your experiences, they create who you are. And if from a little child you have been taught the law of attraction and how the universe brings back to you, if you've been taught that when you're a child, it would be much easier. But a lot of people have just forgotten, again, by environment or whatever it be.
Mm-hmm.
And so when it starts to remember, it grabs hold, and boy,
it's
almost
water,
like your life flashing before your eyes feeling.
Absolutely, it's water in the desert. When your natural self, when your brain starts, oh God, it's just exciting, isn't it?
It sure is.
And it starts firing off. I mean, you talk about neurons just firing like crazy. My goodness, because what's happening is you are opening yourself back up to what its natural state, what its natural being is.
And you're excited and you're impatient because it's like, oh my gosh, now that I have the answers, now that I can do this, I want it all now.
Mm-hmm.
And then boom, 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 boom. That's how it happens.
So really what you're doing, James, is you're catching up.
Yep, that's
You're
right.
catching up. And in your email, you don't actually say what your age is, James, but basically it's the kind of a situation where, for your lifetime up to this point, you've been suppressing and have denied a natural part of you, and all of a sudden here it is, and oh joy, your brain is reacting to that.
And it may not feel free for a little while until again you'll
settle in.
Yeah, and you made a very good point. Meditating is definitely a good way to go because you're making a effort to quiet the mind, and that is a good thing.
Yeah,
to do
it's a conscious effort to clean house.
And
basically.
During meditation, usually what will happen eventually is that the thoughts will stop running so quickly. But not only that, you will come up with insights that you didn't know were there, and that is amazing in its own self.
Well,
but that's a whole different other show.
Absolutely, and those insights, before we move on, those insights will help you to pick and choose what your brain will then start firing on in the future. So congratulations, my friend.
Yeah, really.
And
so we also want to address very quickly, of course, we are on a time restraint here because of the YouTube time, but we wanted to talk to you and let you know about why does it seem to be so easy for someone else.
Yeah, James brings that up in his email, and it's a very good point.
Life, and others don't, because even though we're trying so hard, to be positive and to be grateful for everything, and others just ease into life. Well, we'll start with money. Someone who was born into money and has always had money has this perception of money and this feeling of money. Oh, it'll always be there. It's usually in your perception. If you think that everybody has this wonderful charmed life in every area of their life, there are many people that have money that have relationship issues, and those might be the ones that they need to work on with the law of attraction.
Sure.
And focus on.
In talking about perceptions, Beth, it's funny, but what happens is people will sometimes stop with their first perception and just assume the rest is in order. For instance, oh, look at that rich guy. You know, he's a billionaire. Money's so easy for him. He doesn't even have to think about the law of attraction. Oh, his life is perfect. He has a car. He has, you know, a pretty trophy wife. He has blah, 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 all these things. But you really don't know that maybe he's got horrible relationship issues.
Sure. Or health issues.
Right. And if he would... if he or she would work on the law of attraction to change those, then they too could find happiness. But what happens is the perception is so easy to look at the mansion, look at the car, look at the bank account, and assume that everything in that person's life is okay because they happen to be living large, quote unquote. Well, you know what? That's just not the case, and there are very many people who have issues where the law of attraction could in fact help them, but we don't see behind the door.
Sure.
We don't know what really they're going through. So I think it's probably erroneous to consider that somebody's life is perfect because they have a certain financial situation, you know, and that everything's right because of that. We really don't know what's going on. So
Sure. And there are those people that, you know, have been homeless and not had food that have this enlightenment happen, aka law of attraction, aka whatever you want to call it, and they get on they go, oh my gosh, now I understand, I'm creating this myself, and they make the flip and they become
we have
where
a friend
they have money. We have a friend actually who has done that, just like that. I mean, they were homeless and they had this enlightenment moment and they got beyond it. So it's possible to get beyond that space of, I'm concerned about money, I'm concerned about relationship, health. But there are people that, like you said, feel like it's charmed. It's just that they naturally exude that law of attraction for maybe that particular portion of their life.
And maybe that's the only thing you're really looking at.
That's a possibility. So James, thanks so much.
Incredible,
buddy.
my friend, incredible. We
and hopefully we answer some of your questions and it's some of what
let
will
us
help
know.
you.
Let us know. So shoot us an email and let us know. And folks, again, the big news this week is the Beth and Lee McCain website is officially launched. You can go to it. We went to it ourselves, so we saw it there, didn't we, Beth?
Yep. And again, there's no pictures or anything yet, but we're building it, and it will be up in the next, 6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah, over the next few weeks. So check back often, as they like to say in the internet world.
Do.
It's www.bethandleemccain.com. How easy is that?
That's easy.
And there's plenty of email links. So there's no excuse. You can just click the button and send us an email.
And please keep the emails and questions coming. We really do get through every one of them ourselves. If your question does not get on immediately, it's only because we have a lot of email coming through, and
also we will answer questions off air as well. If you have a particular need or situation personally that you want a little guidance with or whatever, if we have the answer for it, we'll send it to you, and if we don't, we'll tell you that too. But
that's right.
But anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. Again, our show appears every Saturday at 3 p.m. Pacific time right here on YouTube. And we'll see you again next week for show 11. But thanks for coming to this 2-part special show. Thank you, James. And we'll see you later. Bye-bye.